Well, we all experience very differently everything that happens to us. And so if somebody is being loving to us, many people will see that as just genuine loving and they care about it. Other people have different childhood experience and people be kind of loving, but they be controlling a lot of other time. You got to do this, or you should have done that. And so those people have a different reaction to the same kind of behavior that somebody is experiencing. Some might call it empathic, and others would call it controlling. So we all see through eyes of the past and give our interpretations to everything. But then I can see if people are just coming from one or two places, either they're being loving to me and to others around, or if they're not being, instead of they're being judgmental or critical or negative or angry at them or blaming them. But if I can see in any of those negative emotions, somewhere down deep inside themselves, they're yearning for love that they missed. They're wishing they had loving attention somewhere, but they never had that to internalize it as a way of being in their programming. So if we can just see them when they're being nasty toward me or not understanding me, or if I'm being caring, they're not even seeing that, and so on, I can just, in my mind, just send them healing love and compassion, that their old programmings will heal. And if mind is all interconnected, then they'll pick up those vibes. And I've seen many, many instances, not only in my life, but other people that I've worked with, where they start thinking loving, kind thoughts towards somebody who's behaving negatively, and they reported dramatic changes they see in that person. Partially because they're seeing them differently, but secondly because they're emanating a different energy that attracts something different. And we now know there's just no way we're all separate or different, as the new science shows us. We're all part of that one unified field. And my thoughts are affecting everything around me. They're affecting people, they're affecting animals, they're affecting plants, they're affecting even a strain of DNA in a petri dish. They're affecting water molecules. You can photograph those differently with different thoughts. All of that's going on. So I need to return back to knowing that I have the power to change my interpretation and to change my thoughts about myself or the other person. When I do that, as a scientist say, I do literally change my world. Well, if you're interested in learning more about these things and how our thoughts are affecting our world and what we can do about it, and how we can think differently and see differently and react differently, I do express a little bit more of that and show a little bit more on the website about ways we can do that. And so if that interests you, you might explore it on my website and see if there are things there that would be helpful to you. As well as you'd find that in the book, Your Power to Heal. You'd find that about physical symptoms. But we can do it about all sorts of things, not just physical symptoms.